Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Sean. I'm back for another video, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 7. Hope you guys have been enjoying all of this content that I've been uploading lately. It's going to be a brand new video every single day up until Christmas. And yeah, if you like this kind of video, be sure to subscribe to my channel, thumbs up and all of that, and let me know what other topics you'd like me to discuss in the comment section below. But today we're going to be talking about 7 ways to survive the holidays. So this is, for a lot of people, a very exciting and fun and joyous time of year where you're getting all the feels and you cannot wait to be surrounded by your family, your loved ones, your friends. But it's not that way for all of us. This is also the time where a lot of people are depressed, and seasonal depression is very high around this time of year. So I wanted to equip you guys, give you a survival kit and a couple of tools that you can use to really help you to survive this particular holiday season. So let's jump right into it. So tip number 1 for surviving the holidays is to plan ahead. Now, if you know that you can only put up with certain family members or your entire family for a certain amount of time, have sort of a hard out where you let them know from the very beginning, I gotta be out by 5. I promised my friend that I would do this. I actually have tickets to this, later tonight, or I have a reservation for this. Let them know from the very beginning there's a certain time that you have to leave. That way it's sort of like a countdown as soon as you get there. So tip number 2 for surviving the holidays is to have a buffer. Now, if you know there's somebody who's very close to you that you can kind of talk to and be very open and honest with, you can say, you know what, cousin so-and-so, Grandma always says this. Grandma's always critical of me. Grandma's always asking me, why am I still single? Or why don't I already have children or whatever? Have a person with you to act as a buffer when you go speak to that person at this particular family event. You can say, if she brings up marriage, you change the subject. If she brings up kids, you change the subject. Or I'm gonna go talk to her for a minute or two, and after about a minute, come get me and tell me you need my help in the kitchen. Whatever it is, have yourself somebody that you trust to be your buffer. That way, you can see the people that you want to see, interact with them and all of that, but you're not stuck in a situation where somebody is making you feel bad. This is never okay. Whether it's the holidays or any time of year, it is not okay for any member of your family, any friend, to make you feel like you're less than, that you're not good enough, that something is wrong with you, that you're broken. Nobody is allowed to do that. Whenever I talk about toxic behaviors, somebody always asks me, like, what if it's your mom? What if it's your dad? What if it's so-and-so? No one. I want to make that as crystal clear as anything else. No one is allowed to make you feel like you're not good enough and you're not worthy. If that's ever the situation, whether it's the holidays or any time of year, limit your communication with that person. All right, so tip number 3 for surviving the holidays is to put the fun in dysfunctional, okay? Now, this could be something fun. Like if you know that every time your family, starts talking, something negative comes out or something like that, keep them talking less. Have them play a game. Have you guys watch a nice holiday movie like Home Alone, one of my favorite movies, a nice holiday movie, something where you don't have to talk as much or that you don't have to actually interact with people as much. Plan stuff like that. Get all of your favorite board games. I recommend games like Uno, Spades. My family and I love the Family Feud game that has like Steve Harvey on the package. Love that game. Have stuff like that set up for you guys. If you know that over time your family starts to get conversations going that always lead to arguments or always, leave with somebody crying or something like that, make sure that you put fun things in place. That kind of goes back to number 1 that I talked about, planning ahead. Plan fun activities. Put the fun in dysfunction. So tip number 4 for surviving the holidays is to not expect people to change overnight and not expect people to change just because it's Christmas. You're gonna set yourself up for disappointment if you're expecting your grandma, who's been the same way for 20 years, to all of a sudden be different because it's Christmas, or your dad, or your whomever who's always drinking, or this aunt who's always loud. Don't expect people to change overnight because you're gonna be disappointed every single time. Find the joy whenever you can. Get with your favorite cousin, your favorite aunt, your grandma. Help your grandma cook in the kitchen. Whatever that makes you feel good, whatever your favorite part of Christmas is, surround yourself with that. Immerse yourself in that. Make the moment as joyous as possible. If that means going outside and building a snowman or having a snowball fight, or whatever it is, find the joy in it. Don't fester on expecting people to change or expecting people to be different overnight. Don't put the pressure of years of dysfunction and years of toxic behavior on one day, because you're gonna be disappointed every single time. Enjoy the moments as much as you can. So tip number 6 Hey guys, so future Sean here. Sorry about that. I'm not sure how tip number 5 got deleted, but this is tip number 5 for surviving the holidays. And this is don't be alone if you don't have to be. You know, oftentimes when you're alone, you're sad, you're depressed, especially like during the holidays, you're on social media and everybody looks like they're living their best life. Everybody is posting their pictures of them and their family and matching PJs and their big, huge spread of amazing food made by their grandma and all of that. And sometimes it could definitely make you feel alone. I've been there myself. I remember when I was in the military, I was 18 years old, away from my family for the very first time. And, you know, I'm so grateful that my roommate at the time invited me to spend the holidays with her and her family. And it was my first time away from my family, and I didn't want to just be in the barracks by myself, be all alone. So, you know, even though it wasn't my family, it still gave me a sense of family. And I definitely recommend that for those of you who are going through something similar. You might be away for college, or you might be moved to a different city, a different town. Your husband might be deployed. It could be any number of reasons why you're alone on this holiday. Don't be alone if you don't have to be. You can always volunteer at a soup kitchen, at a kid's hospital. You can, you know, go to your church. You can eat dinner by yourself, go out to eat, go to a movie or something. Don't be alone if you don't have to be. And don't idealize the pictures that you see on Instagram. It might have took them 100 pictures to get that one that you're fantasizing over, that you're idealizing. You have no idea how many takes it took to look that perfect. So never, ever, ever want what you see on social media, because your real life might be better than the way theirs looks in pictures. Tip number 6 for surviving the holidays is probably one of the hardest ones, and that is to set and maintain boundaries. If you have somebody who's an habitual line stepper, they always stepping over the line, always crossing over the line, always insulting, always got that nice, nasty, always full of shade and all of that, you can tell anybody anything as long as you do it with respect. I don't care who it is. If you're a grown-up and they're a grown-up, it doesn't matter if they're your auntie, your mom, your grandma, you can tell them respectfully, hey, that comment really hurt. Or, you know, I really would appreciate if you wouldn't speak about my weight. I really would appreciate if you would stop asking me about being married. I promise you, if I am dating somebody, I'll let you know. You can say whatever you want as long as you say it with respect. But it's really important that you set and maintain boundaries, because as long as you allow people to say whatever to you or do whatever to you, they're gonna up the ante. The disrespect is gonna get higher and higher and higher. It's really important that you are always protective of yourself and of your mental health. You can always walk away. You can always say, excuse me for a minute, I gotta run to the restroom real quick. Walk off and never come back. Like, go to the restroom and never return to that conversation. But don't let people just say and do whatever they want to say and you just sit there and you take it. Whether it's Christmas or any day of the year, you have to stand up for yourself or no one else will. So tip number 7 for surviving the holidays is make sure that you're going into it with realistic expectations. It may not be picture perfect, it may not be a Disney movie, but also have an attitude of gratitude about it. You know, you may not have the perfect family, but at least you have a family. There's always going to be at least one person in there that you love, your favorite cousin, you can't wait to see your sister, you love your nephew, you love your grandmother. There's somebody in that family that you're excited to go and see. Somebody, there's always, you know, Bishop J talked about it a long time ago. You may not have a whole bunch of friends, but God will always give you someone. There's got to be someone, whether it's a friend, a cousin, a neighbor. There is someone who is extremely happy that you're in their life. Have that attitude of gratitude. Go into it with realistic expectations. No, it may not be perfect, but you know, I'm still grateful for my grandmother and she'll be there. Alright, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to thumbs up if you did. I'll see you guys tomorrow in another Vlogmas video. I definitely hope that these tips gave you some more tools to put in your arsenal and that it helps you to survive the holidays in a way that's joyous, where you can find some gratitude, where you can set some boundaries, where you can come into it with a plan, where you're doing all these things to make sure that you are really taking care of your mental health. You're going to set boundaries. You're going to go into it with realistic expectations. You're going to put the fun in dysfunction. You're going to do all these kinds of things, but protect your mental health all year round, but especially during the holidays. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Vlogmas video. New video every single day till Christmas. If you enjoyed this video, check out this last one that I have right here, and be sure to subscribe right here. Till next time, later divas and dudes. Deuces, honey, and happy holidays.
Love yourself. A merry little Christmas.